Okay, so welcome to this live stream using ChatGPT in the case of a UI. So that is, I'm using ChatGPT using the OpenAI API, and I'm using that using the Python API. For this stream, we're going to look into how to generate business ideas for myself. How to go as solopreneur, hopefully, maybe, at least trying to look into everything that's working. For this, I'm going to use ChatGPT, and I'm going to use the search method of tree of ideas, or idea of trees, whatever it's called. The idea is being debated during the discussions about AutoGPT or other automatic search engines. So we're going to use that method, and I'm also going to look into this from my perspective. What kind of business can I find that is good for me? I'm going to use my experience based on the CV. I'm going to use whatever my interests are to see what my future interests are. What do I want to work with in the future? And the third thing that we're looking into is monetization. And somewhere between these three blobs, we should hopefully find a good business fit with some good ideas, I hope. That is the main idea here. Trying to find the white spots. And in this case, we're going to limit ourselves to consulting ideas as well. And when it comes to my CV, I have it in a text form, and I'm going to put it into an initial message to ChatGPT. My interests and the future, that will reflect in the rating that is used in the Tree-of-Thought method. And the third thing is the monetization aspect of everything, and that we will ask ChatGPT about it. So hopefully that will turn out as well. That was that one. So a bit about this Tree-of-Thought method. You start off with a big question. In this case, it is just for me how I should find a good business fit for everything. And then you generate a number of part answers and rate them. And then you can choose if you want to do death first or broth first. If you do broth, you generate all the things on the first level. And if you do death, you will just go with the one with the best rate, and generate the second, generate under that, and look at those rates. And the big idea is, in the big tree, the best rate in this tree wins. So anybody who's been doing what is called tree search in computer science, this is tree search. The tree of thoughts is actually tree search, known from computer science since very long time ago. And then, how do we look at this? I will do my search about a business in a number of areas. And in this broadcast, I'm just looking into the consultancy area. But you can consider quite a lot of other areas, like SaaS businesses or maybe some other. So under a certain area, like consultancy, we use ChatGPT to generate some business data or business ideas, and then we generate details under that. And everything is rated, and hopefully we find a good one. That's the general idea of the day. So, when we look at consultancy, we generate ideas and we rate them, and we generate details and plans and rate it all. And hopefully we'll end up with a winner in the end. So, where do we have here? Here is where I have ChatGPT. Let's just find the window in real time as well. Yep. I start a new chat with ChatGPT, and I introduce my CV as the access point. So let's start from here. And then I have a bunch of prompts stored for this one. So where do we start? As you can see, I have a lot of areas: consultancy, courses, DevOps part, sustainable coding, coding tools and SaaS, and so on. But we will stick with consultancy. So we will use this prompt: generate at least 5 startup ideas for a solopreneur in the consultancy business based on my experience. I'm not the first one to jump between windows. Paste. And of course we get a lot of extra. Wonder if that works. No, it doesn't. copy and paste these days. And experience with big letters, that is my CV, which I've already entered. So there we go. Let's see what it comes up with. IoT infrastructure consultancy, providing consultancy services to businesses looking to implement IT solutions for optimize their current pain points. Many businesses complexities IT technology need guidance on how to successfully implement their solutions. Automotive consultancy, enterprise support consultancy, embedded software consultancy, and speech quality consultancy. Yeah, not the most highest in my range, but let's stick with these. Okay, so now to run this, I have actually set up an Excel sheet, of course not in Excel but in Calc, to do the calculations and everything. So idea number one, that is IoT infrastructure consultancy. Where's my I? There. Second, automotive software consultancy. Number two, enterprise support consultancy. As number three. 4, embedded. And finally, speech quality. Okay, so it's time to grade those business ideas. IoT infrastructure consultancy, I will give that a 3, just from my opinion. Automotive gets a 4, enterprise support 2, embedded 4, speech quality 2. And then for each of these 5 ideas, we have this one. So let's go back to the where did I have it? On the get it. So last time I did this, I was able to just make this in one prompt. This started working after the update of 3.5. So I do one question and I get a roadmap, I get a defined target audience, I get a unique marketing strategy to reach that audience, and I get a statement about how big the market is and how easy it is to monetize. So all the stuff that we were talking about earlier. So let's jump back to the terminal. And again ask why. That was of course not what I wanted. Seems like I need to copy and paste this part for part. Hooray! So, for number 1, provide a step-by-step roadmap. Define the target audience. Marketing strategy to reach that audience. And then finally, how big is the market and how easy is it to monetize it? So that's it, and that is what I need to ask for each of these 5 points. Sometimes this takes forever. Okay. At least it looks good. The roadmap. Identify target audience. Yeah, I ask you to do that. Businesses that are interested in implementing ideal solutions for optimizing their current infrastructure. Assessment. Develop customized IT strategy. I would have to say that this is quite basic stuff that, or more, it's a generic answer, not really that targeted spearhead answer that I'm more hoping for and trying to get. Maybe my prompts need to be a bit more targeted. Target audience for this group's business expertise or to reach the target audience. Okay, so it's time to start rating these things. The roadmap as such, it's kind of a good roadmap, but it's very broad and generic. Not really spearheaded. I guess this could be done, but we should really try to focus in on a small pie chart of this, not this broad answer. So the roadmap will get a 2 from me. Target audience. Various industries. It's also quite broad. Yeah, I give this a 2. It could really use some help. So market strategy. I'm still trying to find out there we have it. So TFM 14. Let's get a 3. And the market size, what do they say about that? 1.47 trillion. And growth of 25% from 20 to 27. Yeah, they think so. So I guess the market size and so on is quite good. It gets a 4. Okay, so the first one, 2875. Let's generate the second one. The automotive software consultancy, which means we go back to this one. And for this one, I can't do just the number one, because then it will take that one. We need to take the name. Automotive software consultancy. And let's see where this leads us. Now, if I would do this in a normal way for myself, I wouldn't have this many windows open and so on. I would also not just get the text in the window. I would pipe the text out to a text file, so I will keep everything in a text file for later use and working with it. But in this case, I guess I will copy all this text into a text file later on, but for now we can work with the terminal. So for automotive software consultancy, the roadmap is industry player. Dealerships require software development for integration services, connecting and assessment with clients and understand the software. Clients and integrate software solutions into their business operations. Maintenance, effectively and efficiently. Yeah, I think they are doing this. So the answer to this one is again quite generic. You really need to find a pie chart of this one. So we're talking about number 2 here. The roadmap, it's very generic. Well, needs some more work, but could be found. What about the target audience? Software development, integration services, manufacturers, suppliers, dealerships. Yeah, not really that high quality target. I think the prompt needs to be more targeted here. What about the market strategy here? Strong online presence. Industry conferences, yeah, possibly. Target automotive industry publications and online forums. Online forums probably. Leverage online advertising, Google AdWords. Yeah. User further marketing and yeah, last one is good. Yeah, well, I can give this a 3. The market strategy could have some more spearheadedness in it. And then we look at the market as such. Marketplace, automotive expected growth from 16 to it's a doubling in 5 years, 17% per year. Yeah, well, it's quite a good market. Not the biggest of these, but you couldn't say that the IoT market or the car market is part of the IoT market, so there is definitely a market here. So we get a 3 from that one. So in the total grades we have 3.5 for that one and 285 for IoT infrastructure. Enterprise support consultancy. Let's check that one out. That is the third idea. Okay, enterprise support consultancy. Not my favorite future project, I must say. But if it is the winner, it is the winner. Let's have a bit of an open mind, shall we? I really like that phoning a friend animation. It's quite fun. Fun in a geeky way. Okay. So, starting from scratch, the roadmap. Identify target market, enterprise need assistance in their IT infrastructure and software solutions. Conduct assessment, work with clients and assess their current IT infrastructure and software solutions. Customize solution. Oh. I think this roadmap isn't really connected to support. I thought it would say something smart like use AI to generate an automated customer support, but it doesn't. Interesting. Work will implement and optimize ongoing support and maintenance. Yeah. So, to grade this one. Enterprise support, the roadmap. For me that's a 2. Not spearheaded and not really doing enterprise support either. Target audience for the startup is many industries with the IT. Yeah, well, it actually get, I think it will get a 4, but it's very generically written. It could be more spearheaded and more using of AI, I think. So, market strategies, online presence, then into conferences, online advertising, develop thought lineage. It's basically saying the same on all marketing strategies. But it will get a 3 from me on that one. So what do we think about market size and potential? Yeah, but this is not global IT consultancy market. This is customer support. Okay, it's a subset of this market, but represents single opportunity for growth. Yeah. Well, there is market, there is so on. ChatGPT don't really know what the market size is for customer support. That's interesting. So where do we end up? Oh, 2.5, a bottom. Bottom place for enterprise support consultancy. How sad. Let's look at embedded software consultancy here. That is number 4. And then we go. Oh, sorry, I didn't change the window. Okay, so for embedded software consultancy, let's go. While we wait for that, sorry for cancelling last week's sending. I was planning to do this one last week, but my system camera worked on Sunday when I connected to prepare for this one. It didn't connect anymore, and it still doesn't connect. One of the things you have to count on. There is a learning here, actually. Instead of trying to solve the problem, which has taken more or less a week, or maybe more, I should have just tried to find a second camera. And I'm actually using a second camera at the moment. You're watching me through my phone right now. So you're watching my cellular camera. I hope it works fine. Okay, so let's look at the embedded software and for the roadmap. Yeah, well, at least it has understand that this business is very client-based, very dependent on what the client is actually doing with their hardware. So I can't really say much about the roadmap. Sounds fine to me. Think we got it something there. The target audience. Special. Well, yeah. A bit generic on that one, but yeah. What about the marketing strategies? The same general as always. Online presence, websites, industry conference, journals, online advertising, referral. Very generic. I don't really believe in that. I think something more direct would be needed, like direct contacting them. Market size. So this should only be an annual growth rate of 6.3%. A bit limited, yeah, but still it is. So what do we say for that one? Market size, yeah, it's limited, but there is a lack of knowledge in this one. So, all in all, we end up with a 3.5 score for embedded software, and this means that we are in the lead, even though we need to do some more work on that plan. Okay, just for fun, let's do speech quality as well. This is something I worked with for 25 years ago when this was an issue. It hasn't really been an issue since then, so honestly, this is a dead cow we're talking about. But let's see what ChatGPT thinks about it. Speech quality consultancy. Yeah, I was working for a phone manufacturer very long time ago to evaluate and work with the systems and the phones themselves. And this was 25 years ago when there actually was a problem with the digital phones, the early GSMs and so on. This is long time passing now. Okay, what have we found? The roadmap. Target audience. Yeah, conduct needed assessments, which needs a lot of equipment and expensive equipment. Customer solutions. Yeah. Implement and integrate speech quality solution. Ongoing support and maintenance service to. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that plan as such. But I don't think there is a market anymore. So for the actual roadmap, it's a good roadmap, but if we're looking at the target audience, quality modeling and optimization of products and services, customer service, healthcare. I don't think there is a market here. There was 20 years ago. So I'm giving it a 2. Strategy for online presence, into conference, target publications, online advertising, referral marketing. It's the same answer as always for the market strategy. That's kind of okay, but not really targeted, and I doubt you will find something. You need to be a bit more spearheaded. The market size. This market is expected to reach $31 billion by 2025, a growth of 17%. I wonder where those figures come from. I think we have seen ChatGPT hallucinating a bit here. Yeah. No, I don't really see this happening. The market, it's 20 years ago. There might be something for very specific markets, maybe, or very specific products, possibly. Anyway. Okay, so we have gone through 5 ideas on this. We have 2 main things. The embedded software. The embedded software and automotive software consultancy. Now, I must say, those 2, number 2 and number 4, they were very general. So, to really get something going here, we need to find a much more targeted problem to solve, a much targeted thing. But we need some better prompts for that, and trying to get those better, more spearheaded. But at least it is an indication that if I do consultancy, it will probably be in one of these 2 areas. Probably. Good to know. So, what can we say about this? Yeah, ChatGPT is a bit generic in its responses. I think you need to be quite specific with your prompts if you want to have good and spearheaded answers. So I will work a bit more on my prompts. I will try to maybe work a bit more on the actual first level business ideas and the business ideas and the pain points that it's trying to solve, to maybe get a bit more targeted, a bit more spearheaded, to make it a small business and something. I mean, I can't start a consultancy firm that is generic like everyone else. If I do it on my own, I need to be quite spearheaded, I think. Okay, I think that is everything I'm looking into. For my own, I will. Let's see, where's my prompt? I will move on this one and look at the other areas. This was just a consultancy area. I will look at digital courses, I will look at the DevOps, I will look at sustainable coding, I will look at coding tools, and I will look at SaaS businesses. I guess I will get quite a lot of general things, but as I said, these prompts needs to be a bit more targeted for what I want, I think, to get some better answers out of it. Okay, so thank you all for looking in. I hope you learned something from this, how you can use ChatGPT and the Tree-of-Thought method to find more complex questions answered in another way. I guess we will see some implementations in AutoGPT sooner or later using the Tree-of-Thought method. I don't really see how they are doing the rating in this, but yeah. If someone finds a way of doing that, I will be looking into it. It's a quite interesting area, actually. On the whole, the way the AI is developing right now is an interesting area, and we should keep an eye on it, but not trust it entirely. We need some more insights as well. Okay, so thank you for this stream. I will keep it uploaded on YouTube, and I hope to be able to see you there sooner or later. Bye for now.